Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, we bring you boys varsity soccer as Lawrence will be taking on Princeton here at the Cardinal Fields. Getting ready to start the game, and Princeton will have the ball. In goal for Princeton today, we have Carl Burge. We've got a bit of a change in goal for Lawrence. Freddie Canis has been in there most of the season, but Chase Rodeville is back in goal after being out for much of the season with an injury. Now Princeton sends the ball towards the Lawrence goal. It's headed up in the air by Lawrence. Headed even further up in the air. Now Lawrence will clear the ball. Sent right back in towards the goal by Princeton. Princeton settles it, shot on goal, and Chase Rodeville gets his first stop in quite a while. Rodeville kicks the ball out. Headed even further down the line by Lawrence. Princeton's going to send it out towards the sideline. Cleared by Princeton. Lawrence settles the ball. Taken away by Princeton. Now Princeton will send the ball back towards Lawrence. Lawrence allows the ball to go out of bounds for a throw-in. There's the throw. Now Lawrence will cross it inside. Sent forward. Now drop it back, now played forward. That ball's going to be out of bounds off of Princeton. Dylan Adamski coming over for the throw-in. His throw-ins are like a corner kick for most teams. Headed out of the 18. Lawrence will pick it up. Now sent over towards the box. Meisel can't get to it in time, and that was going to go out of bounds off of Princeton for a Lawrence corner kick. Silver will take the kick. Here's the corner kick. That was going to go over the end line for a Princeton goal kick. Breno Azevedo will take the kick for Princeton. Here's the kick. Headed back by Lawrence. It falls between the players. Now Princeton gets a head on it, and Lawrence will boot it even further down towards the Princeton goal. That was finally kicked out of bounds by Princeton. Going to be a corner kick for Lawrence. Silver once again heading over there to take the corner. Here's the kick from Silver. That one falls a little short. Shot is picked up by Burge. And he'll roll the ball out towards the sideline. Defender plays it forward. That's going out of bounds on Princeton. Lawrence ball. Meisel with the ball. They'll drop it back. And Majcut, a little tied up with defenders. They'll pass it off to Caruso. Caruso sends it over to Sargent. Sargent plays it through to Meisel. Meisel tries to get a shot off. Too many defenders there for that, but he'll chase the ball down. Out of bounds on Princeton. Meisel opts not to take the throw in. And Adamski will come over and do another one of those long throw-ins of his. All right, in front of the goal. Shot on goal, and a diving stop there by Burge. That one had goal written all over it. Burge will boot it out. Lawrence gets to it first. It's going to be a throw-in for Princeton. Nicholas Matisse with the throw-in. Pass to center. Now over to the far side. Princeton going in, couldn't get the shot off, stopped by Lawrence. Lawrence will clear the ball. That one goes across the sideline. Throw in by Princeton. Princeton with the cross. Can't get a shot off. A bit of a shot, but cleared by the Lawrence defense. Princeton picks it right up. Shot from a long ways out, right into the waiting arms of Chase Rodeville. Now Lawrence playing the ball forward. Headed out by Princeton. Princeton will send it across to the other side of the field. Now working up the center. Pass forward. Shot towards the goal. No problem at all for Rodeville. Now Rodeville with a kick. That was played forward by Princeton, but picked off by Lawrence. Lawrence will drop it back. In towards center. Lawrence with a big cross. And Creves was able to keep that one in bounds. That cross is picked off by Princeton. They'll drop it back. Now played forward on the far sideline. That's out of bounds on Princeton. Lawrence throw in. Ball's kicked away by Princeton. Now Princeton with a pass up the field. That one goes nowhere. Lawrence will play it back to Rodeville. Rodeville sends the ball out towards the near sideline. And it's kicked out of bounds by Lawrence for a Princeton throw-in. Patrick Kenna with the throw-in. That was settled by Princeton, but Lawrence defense right there to take it away. Princeton takes it right back across the center. Looking for a way through. Played over to the corner. Oh, that one's going to be over the end line for a goal kick, I believe. Fortunate there was no penalty called on that one. Rodeville with the goal kick. He'll send that one out towards midfield. Princeton gets a foot on it, but it'll go out of bounds for a Lawrence throw-in. Matt Sargent with the throw-in. Princeton comes up with the ball. Played forward. Princeton on the attack. Here's a cross. That one's going to go right out of bounds for another goal kick for Lawrence. Rodeville setting up for the kick. There's a goal kick. And Princeton comes up with the ball. Princeton will pass it over to the far side of the field. Tipped away by Lawrence. Princeton recovers. Now way over toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds off the foot of Lawrence. There's a Princeton throw in. Princeton can't keep it in bounds. It'll be a Lawrence throw in. Adamski with the throw. Now, Meisel trying to get it in towards the goal. That'll bounce over there, and Burge will pick it up. Burge will roll it out towards the near sideline.
Check two, Cooper, check two.
Princeton passing it up the line. Silver kicks it out of bounds to stop that drive. It'll be a throw in for Princeton. Matisse with the throw in. That'll be hooked out of bounds by Silver for another Princeton throw in. Princeton drops it back. Now the kick goes wide. Princeton with a shot, and Rodeville right there to stop it. Rodeville rolls it out. Liam Collins with the ball. Collins will pass it over to Cuervis. Cuervis sends it forward. That kick goes to no one. Princeton will kick it out of bounds just short of being a corner kick, so it'll be a Lawrence throw in. Adamski once again will be taking the throw. Big throw from Adamski. Header towards the goal. Silver can't get the shot off. It's cleared by Princeton. Headed back in by Lawrence. Headed back out by Princeton. Big kick by Lawrence to send it back towards the Princeton goal. And Burge will pick it up. Defense will play it off to the far side of the field. Kick from Princeton goes up the sideline. They'll drop it back, and Lawrence will take it. Collins will play it over towards this side of the field. Sargent sends it forward. Now Silver in the corner. They'll give a cross. Meisel with the header. Oh, off the post. Off the post. Very good attempt. And the referee thought things were getting just a little too physical. That will be a free kick for Princeton. Burge getting a shoe tied over there. We'll hold things up just a moment. Nat Tudor with the kick. He'll play it over to the side. That pass is picked up by Silver, recovered by Princeton. And Lawrence will boot it down the field. Meisel there manages to bowl his way through. Shot on goal. That one's kicked out by Princeton. Couldn't tell from here whether that was going to be a corner kick or a throw-in. Either way, it's Dylan Adamski going over there to take care of it. And it looks like it is going to be a throw-in. Here's a throw from Adamski. Headed out by Princeton. Princeton settles the ball. They'll play it back a little. Now, big kick forward toward the center. Lawrence tips it away. Across the center by Lawrence. Heavy pressure by Princeton. They'll drop it further back. Joe Doyne sends it over towards the sideline. Adamski will play it forward. Meisel tries to play it forward. It's kicked out by Princeton. It'll be a Lawrence throw-in. Adamski with the throw. Princeton gets the ball. Princeton passes it forward, but Lawrence right there to stop it. Caruso unable to get through. He'll have to drop back quickly, which he does. Shot. That one is kicked up in the air by Lawrence. Header's up. Another header. This one's headed for the sidelines. And Lawrence unable to keep it in. It's going to be a throw-in for Princeton. Patrick Kenna with the throw. Princeton will play it back. Now across the center. Off to the near corner. And Lawrence will take it away. Good play by Joe Doyne. He'll send it up the line. Meisel can't get to it in time. The Silver gets to it.
Get him at some point, Owen. You got to get him at some point.
Silver plays it over to center. Shot towards the goal. And Madcut tried to pressure the goalie into a mistake, but Burge was able to clear the ball. Now Princeton with the ball. And Collins was able to strip that one away. It's booted up the field, no one there. And Burge will come out and roll it over towards the sideline. Princeton now working it forward. They'll drop it back. Over toward the sideline again. That's going to be a free kick for Princeton. Here's the kick as it comes across the field. Princeton sends it forward. Lawrence will head it back. Kicked forward again by Princeton. Headed back again by Lawrence, but not as far. And now Princeton with the ball. Shot on goal. That's going to be just a little high. Rodeville will retrieve the ball and set up for a goal kick. Rodeville with the goal kick. He'll send it over towards the far sideline. And I believe that was a handball. It'll be a free kick for Princeton. They drop it back. And nice tackle there. Couldn't get two of them, but nice play by Philippe Noyola. That shot goes way over the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for Lawrence. Chase Rodeville setting up for the goal kick. Here's the kick, and he'll do a short kick over to the fullback. That's Adamski. Adamski bringing it up on his own. Now he'll send it forward. That's going to be kicked out of bounds by Princeton. Adamski with the throw in. Noyola chasing after it, couldn't get to it in time, and that's going to be a goal kick for Princeton. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Silver chasing after it. Princeton does the same thing, a short kick out to the side. Silver right there to intercept that. Tapped back to Magicut. Back even further, now over to the side. Ball sent up the field and sent right back again. Header towards Princeton. Princeton tries to clear it. Lawrence will break that up. Silver gets tied up. That's going to be a free kick for Princeton. And that kick goes all the way back to Chase Rodeville. Rodeville rolls it out to Joe Doyne. Joe Doyne over to Sargent. Sargent will play it inside. The return gets intercepted. It's going to go out of bounds. I believe that will be a Princeton throw-in. Nicholas Matisse with a throw-in. Headed back to Matisse. He'll kick it further down the field. Bansky heads it out of the 18. Princeton settles the ball. They'll play it across to the far sideline. Now pass in towards center. Shot on goal. And that one's going to go just wide. That'll bring up another goal kick for Lawrence.
Go, Steph!
Rodeville once again setting up for the kick. Here's the kick, and this time it's a big one. Out past the center line. Princeton plays it over towards the sideline, but a little too close. That'll roll out of bounds for a Lawrence throw-in. Sargent with the throw-in. He'll play it back to Joe Doyne. Joe Doyne over to Sargent. Sargent moves it up to Apprecio. Apprecio sends it into the middle, and Lawrence will have to drop it back, then move it over to the far side, dropping it back again. Now, big kick down the sideline for Lawrence. No one there. And Burge will come out a goal and scoop that one up. Burge looking for someone to pass it to. He'll just kick it out for now. Right to Lawrence. Lawrence can't settle it. Princeton gets the ball. Lawrence will take it away. Nice play by Silver. He'll drop it back. And Sargent will bring it up the side. Sargent to Apprecio. Apprecio puts it in towards the center, but no one there, and Princeton will come away with the ball. Lawrence recovers. Princeton will head it out. Now it's Princeton going on the attack. That was going to go out of bounds. Be a Lawrence throw-in. Matt Sargent will take the throw for Lawrence. There's a throw by Sargent. That's tipped right out of bounds by Princeton. Sargent will do another one.
Keep working hard, Jack. You got it. Not playing the ball at all.
Now Sargent with the throw. Collins back to Sargent, back to Collins, back to Sargent. Sargent will send it way forward. It's going to be headed out of bounds over the end line by Princeton. That will bring up a corner kick for Lawrence. Sam Bowes setting up for the corner. Bose with the kick. That one's headed up in the air by Princeton. Lawrence tries to turn it around. And we're going to have an offsides call against Lawrence. Princeton plays it in towards the middle. Now, Princeton tried to do a cross, but stopped by Lawrence, and Lawrence will send it the other direction. Princeton getting a free kick. They'll just do a short kick up the line and back. Now a little further up the line and back again. Now a big kick. That one's popped up in the air, headed the other direction by Lawrence. Princeton settles the ball. And Princeton will advance it towards the Lawrence 18. Big stop by Lawrence. Now Princeton with the cross. That was going to go out of bounds for a goal kick for Lawrence. Rodoville will set up for the kick. Here's the kick. Headed the other direction by Princeton, headed back by Lawrence, kicked forward by Princeton, kicked back by Lawrence. Princeton kicks it again. And Lawrence will settle the ball. Kicked out of bounds. That will be a throw-in for Lawrence. Oh, I'm sorry. That's going to be a free kick for Lawrence. Now we're back to the throw-in. Adamski waiting for the go-ahead. There's the throw-in. Headed way back. Lawrence will send it all the way back toward Rodoville. Lawrence plays it over towards the original side. Now, big kick forward by Lawrence, stopped by Princeton. Princeton will play it back. Now, big kick up the sideline. And back to Rodoville. Rodoville plays it over towards the near side. Matt Sargent on the side. He'll advance it. Purvis with a big kick up the sideline. He's going to send it over towards the middle. Picked off by Princeton. And that's going to be a throw-in for Princeton. Princeton with the throw. Now Princeton advancing it on the near sideline. Across the center. That one gets through. And Lawrence will come up with the ball. The clear is picked off by Princeton. Here's a cross. Oh, so close. Right across the mouth of the goal. Scoring opportunity for Princeton. Just couldn't get it. And it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to bring up a corner kick for Princeton.
What? No. Don't pick him up. Don't let him loose.
Nat Tudor's going to take the kick. Here's the kick. Headed out by Lawrence. That one's going to go over the end line for another corner kick. Tudor once again with the kick. That time it's headed past the goal. Princeton will settle the ball. Cross is blocked. It's going to roll out of bounds on Lawrence. Princeton throw in. Princeton setting up for a long throw. Bouncing around, no one really taking control of it yet. Now Princeton settles the ball. They'll try and cross it. And Collins will kick it out of bounds before they can do anything with it. That'll bring up another throw in for Princeton.
I feel like you have a long hair.
Jack Serksner will be doing the throw in for Princeton. Lawrence able to get the ball out of their 18. Now Curvis into center. Sam Bowes sends it over toward Felipe Noyola. Adamski sends it way in towards the goal. Collins, shot on goal is deflected. That's going to roll out of bounds. That should bring up a corner kick for Lawrence. Still waiting to see who's going to take the corner kick. And it looks like Felipe Noyola is going to take it. Noyola with the kick. Shot on goal. That one's going to go over the end line. Goal kick, Princeton. Princeton sends it over to the far sideline. Now pass in towards center. Princeton goes on the attack. And that didn't go the way they had planned. It'll be Lawrence with the ball. Collins sends it over to the far side. Now sent up the sideline. Lawrence can't keep it in bounds. That's going to be Princeton throw in. Princeton sends the ball in. Big kick forward by Princeton. That's stopped by Lawrence. Princeton gets to it, and that will roll over towards Rotteville.
My kids at work.
Rotteville kicks it out. Princeton able to break that up. Lawrence recovers. Now Collins on the far side. He'll drop it back. Adamski sends it forward. Caruso over to Cuervas.
Gotta get some pressure on him. Come on.
Cuervas with a cross. No one there. Princeton clears it, but Lawrence sends it back in. Princeton will clear it again, and this time across the sideline for a Lawrence throw-in. Looks like Adamski will be taking the throw. Here's a throw by Adamski. Headed up in the air by Princeton a couple times. Princeton will drop it back and kick it forward. Lawrence intercepts it. It's going to be Lawrence with a free kick. Joe Doyne with the kick. He'll send it gently across the midfield. Now over to the near corner. Cuervas in the corner. Follow-up kick there. Sent in towards the goal. That looked like a handball, but I don't hear a call. little discussion about that one. It's going to be a corner kick for Lawrence.
Come on, Lawrence.
Silver will take the corner kick. Here's the kick. Popped up in the air. Lawrence will settle it and try to get a shot off. That's deflected. Now Princeton will send it out towards the sideline. That one gets ahead of Princeton, and Lawrence will send it over towards the far sideline. Now playing it back, here's a big kick. Headed the other direction by Princeton. Lawrence takes it away. Now Cuervas on the near sideline. He'll drop it over to Meisel. Meisel runs out of room, and Princeton will clear it. Lawrence recovers. That one goes right to Princeton, and Princeton will send it way down the other direction. Adamski covers it. Turned over to Princeton. Now Princeton with a big cross. Princeton will play it up the middle. Now rolling it towards the far side of the field. And Lawrence will break up that play. Noyola sends it forward. Cuervas there to get it. Shot is deflected. Second attempt is deflected. It'll be a throw-in for Lawrence. Holding things up for substitutions, but Cuervas will be taking the throw-in a moment. Short throw from Cuervas over to Meisel. Meisel in the corner. It's kicked across the end line by Princeton. That'll bring up another corner kick for Lawrence. Silver heading over to do the corner. About 2 minutes left in this first half, and we're still scoreless here at Cardinal Fields. Silver with the kick. A lot of people went up, nobody got to it. Now Lawrence will send it back in towards the goal, and the waiting arms of Carl Burge. Burge will roll it out towards the far sideline. Princeton plays it forward, then back again. Now Princeton making a little headway on the sideline. They'll move it over towards center. Back over to the far side. That was deflected over the end line by Lawrence. That'll bring up a corner kick for Princeton. Nat Tudor setting up over there in the corner. Minute left of play. Here's the corner. Headed back out. Princeton giving chase. I believe that's going to be another corner for Princeton. Here's the corner kick. That's a low one, cleared by Lawrence. Going to go out of bounds off of Princeton for a Lawrence throw-in. Adamski with the throw. Headed further down the line. It's kicked out of bounds by Princeton. Going to bring up another throw-in for Lawrence if they have time. Throw. Kick that back out of bounds, and that will do it as the clock runs down to 0. So at the end of 40 minutes of play, your Lawrence Cardinals have 0 and the Princeton Little Tigers have 0. Stay tuned for second half action.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Lawrence will center the ball to start the second half of play. They'll drop it back. Now, big kick forward. That one sent the other direction. Lawrence recovers. Princeton will take that away and play it way forward. Now moving it in towards center. Rolling it up into the 18. Here's a cross. That didn't get very far, and it's going to go out of bounds on Princeton for a Lawrence goal kick. Rodoville will send it over towards the near sideline. Adamski brings it forward. Adamski with a big kick up the sideline. That's actually angling in towards center. Meisel can't get to it in time. And Burge will get a hold of it.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
It'll be a free kick for Princeton. It's a short kick right over to the center. Now passed over to the far side. Princeton will send it up the sideline. Lawrence right there to take it away. Silver will cross it over to Adamski. Adamski plays it forward to Purvis. Purvis over to Meisel. Meisel with a shot on goal. That one's going to go just a little bit wide. That'll bring up a goal kick for Princeton. Princeton with a short kick over to the far sideline. Now drop it back. Now played forward, back, and further forward. Headed the other direction by Lawrence. That'll be kicked out of bounds by Princeton. It'll be a Lawrence throw-in. Collins to Meisel. Meisel gets through one defender. And that one will trickle across the end line. Last touch by Princeton. That's going to be a corner kick for Lawrence. Silver setting up for the corner kick. Here's the kick. Header does not find the net. That'll be cleared by Princeton. Lawrence takes it away. Princeton takes it back. And so does Lawrence. Kick forward by Lawrence is intercepted by Princeton. Lawrence recovers right over to Princeton. And now Princeton will send it down the far sideline. It's going to be a throw-in for Princeton. Now send it over toward the near side of the field, back to center. Princeton sends it back to the near sideline. Pass forward, now back. And they'll drop it back some more. Heavy pressure by Lawrence. They'll drop it back even more. Now Princeton advancing the ball. They'll drop it back again. This time working over to the other side of the field. Lawrence with the stop. Collins to Meisel. And it looks like it's going to be an offsides call against Meisel. That was a close one. Be a free kick for Princeton. Here's the kick. That one gets past everyone. And it's going to go across the end line for a Lawrence goal kick. Rodeville sends it over towards the sideline. Adamski will bring it up. Now a big kick from Adamski to send it forward. And Collins chasing after it.
Come on, Elvis.
Collins with the cross. And that one will be stopped by Carl Burge. Burge will roll it out. And Cuervas there to take it away. He'll send it in to Meisel. Meisel, heavy pressure. That would turn the ball over to Princeton. Lawrence takes it back. Meisel plays it forward to Silver. Silver caught up in the corner, looking for some help or an opening. That's going to go off of Princeton for another Lawrence corner kick. Nice play by Silver. Silver with the kick. Ball popped up in the air. That one's going to go across the end line. This time it'll be a goal kick for Princeton. Burge running over to retrieve it. Here's the goal kick. Headed up in the air by Lawrence. Whistle on the play. That's going to be a Princeton free kick. Here's the kick by Princeton. More of a pass than a kick. Princeton plays it forward. Now here's a cross. That goes behind the net. It'll be a goal kick for Lawrence. Rodeville setting up for the kick. And here's the goal kick by Rodeville. Big kick up the middle. That was going to get past the defenders. Meisel chasing after it, can't get there. Cuervas couldn't get to it either. Adamski with the ball going in towards the goal. Shot on goal, just a little bit high. That'll bring up another goal kick for Princeton. Princeton sends it over toward the near sideline. And advancing it up the line. Out of bounds on Princeton. Lawrence throw in. Collins and Meisel both chasing after it, but Princeton will kick it out of bounds before they can get to it. That'll bring in a throw in. It looks like Adamski's going to take the throw. Adamski with the throw in. Ball's headed up in the air and over the goal. That was last touch by Princeton. It'll be a Lawrence corner kick. Silver heading over to the corner to take the kick. Here's the kick. Header does not go in. Silver retrieves the ball and crosses it again. This time it goes past everyone. Be kicked out of bounds by Princeton for a Lawrence throw-in. And no surprise, Adamski will be taking the throw. Here's the throw-in. Headed away by Princeton. Adamski settles it. He'll move it over to Cuervas. That was going to go out of bounds on Princeton for a Lawrence corner kick. Silver jogging over to take the kick.
Come on, Red, let's go.
Here's the kick. And that one goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Princeton. Breno Azevedo setting up for the kick. There's the goal kick. Headed the other way by Lawrence. Now Collins with the ball. It's taken away by Princeton. Across to center. Now over towards the near side of the field. Princeton plays it through. Now get past the defenders. Lawrence comes up with the ball. Pass to center is going to be stopped by everyone. Now Princeton back on the attack. That cross goes to Lawrence. And we'll hold up the play for him.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Joe Doyen drops it back to Rodeville to resume play. Over to Hone. Hone plays it forward. It's picked off by Princeton. That's going to roll out of bounds for a Lawrence throw-in. Yellow card issued there for unsportsmanlike behavior. Never like to see that. Adamski waiting for the go-ahead to do the throw-in. And here's the throw. That'll be headed out of bounds by Princeton. Adamski once again setting up for a throw-in. This time a little closer to the goal. Here's the throw. Kick back towards the goal. That's going to clear the fence and keep right on going. That'll bring up a goal kick for Princeton. Here's the kick. Lawrence settles the ball. Pass over to the far side of the field. Now played forward. That was going to be kicked out of bounds by Princeton for a Lawrence throw-in. There's the throw. Now Lawrence will play it forward. Meisel with a cross. Headed out by Princeton. They'll play it further out. Adamski heads it back their direction. That pass goes awry, and Princeton will come up with the ball. Now Princeton on the breakaway. Rodeville misses it, but it's going to roll to the side. And that's going to go left of goal for another Lawrence goal kick. Scary moment for Lawrence there, but no harm done.
Need some offense, press up.
Now Rodeville setting up for the kick. We'll hold up for substitutions. There's the all clear. And Rodeville will send that one out. Header by Princeton, returns it. Now they move it over towards the near sideline. That's kicked out of bounds. Princeton ball. Serksner with the throw in. Headed away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence sends it forward, but it's kicked the other direction by Princeton. Whistle on the play. It's going to be a Lawrence ball. Lawrence plays it over to the far sideline. And Princeton comes up with it. Princeton will cross it to center. Now over towards the near side. Ball's headed out by Lawrence. Princeton recovers. They'll send one in, and nice diving save there by Rodeville to keep that one out of the net.
Short.
Now Adamski working the near sideline. Princeton will get a hold of that one. They'll send it right back. Lawrence takes it away, with Princeton quick to do the same. Popped up in the air. And that'll be kicked out of bounds for a Lawrence goal kick.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Rodeville sets up for the goal kick. Here's the kick. Headed back by Princeton. Well, Lawrence right there to take it. Now Lawrence with a big cross towards the far side of the field. No one there. Princeton's going to get to it first. Princeton will drop it back. Now a big kick up the sideline. Header the other direction by Lawrence. Princeton gets away with it, but Lawrence back and oh, we got a tripping call there. Adamski right back up on his feet. Looks like David Matchcut will be taking the kick for Lawrence. Here's Matchcut with the kick. No, Matchcut did not take the kick. We're going to switch off. And Devine Jodoin will be taking the kick. Jodoin pops it up.
There we go. Get there.
Up in the air again, and nobody able to get a shot off. Finally a shot there by Felipe Noyola, but that was going to be deflected wide. Going to bring up a corner kick for Lawrence. Silver with the kick. That one's headed the other direction by Princeton. Lawrence chases it down. Now Lawrence tried to get the cross, but it ricocheted off of Princeton. That's going to be another corner kick for Lawrence. Silver once again heading over there to do the kicking duties. And Silver with the kick. Oh, so close. That one's going to get popped right over the post. Going to bring up a goal kick for Princeton. Princeton with the goal kick. Headed the other way by Lawrence. Princeton settles the ball. They'll drop it back. Now crossing over towards the other side of the field. That one's going to get away and out of bounds on Princeton. Lawrence throwing. Sargent with the throw. Hone sends it forward. No one can get to it in time. That'll be out of bounds on Lawrence for a Princeton throw-in.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Action resumes. And Princeton trying to get the ball out of their area. Oh, very nice move there by Elvis Corvus to deflect the clear. Unfortunately for Lawrence, Carl Burge was right there to snap it up. Burge boots it out. Adamski settles the ball. He'll send it up the middle. Princeton will send it right back. Now a big kick towards the Lawrence end of the field. Popped up in the air. Princeton will settle the ball. Nice steal there by Adamski. Now Silver with the ball, working over towards the sideline. He'll drop it back to Adamski.
Push up, press up with him.
Adamski will play it over towards Silver. Noyola now crosses it towards center. Hone will play it over towards the far sideline. Now Lawrence working the far sideline. Gets out ahead. Princeton will play it over towards the sideline. Chip towards center. Ball tipped away by Lawrence. Noyola sends it back over to the far side of the field. Chip further up the side. Sargent tried to cross. That's going to go off of Princeton, out of bounds for another corner kick for Lawrence. Sam Bose will take the kick this time. Bose chips it up in there. The header goes over the post, over the crossbar. It's going to be a goal kick for Princeton.
Ball, Sam.
Guys, we have a height advantage on those.
Now Princeton with the goal kick. Headed by Adamski. Princeton gets the ball. They'll send it further down the field. Now Princeton over in the far corner. They'll drop it back.
Owen, talk to him right now, square.
Across the center. Shot towards the goal. That one's going to go more than a little wide. It'll be a goal kick for Lawrence. Chase Rodeville will set up for the goal kick.
Go, keep it up. Keep doing that, guys.
Rodeville with the kick. Returned by Princeton, but that'll go out of bounds for a Lawrence throw-in. Sargent with the throw. Collins sends it up the line. Princeton with the stop. Back towards the outside line there, and now Princeton working up the sideline. Managed to keep that one in bounds. And right away, Chase Rodeville comes out and grabs that one. Rodeville will roll it over towards Adamski. Adamski's got someone coming on him. Noyola sends it forward. Sam Bose back over to Collins. That pass goes awry. Princeton capitalizes on it. Now Princeton with chip shot over towards the far side. They'll work it up the sidelines a little bit and drop it back. Now cross back over to the near side of the field. Kick down into the near corner. That one's going to be out of bounds on Maddox Hone, who broke up their play, but it'll be a throw-in for Princeton. Princeton setting up for a long throw.
Let's go, boys. Take a shot, Drew, if anything comes out, man.
Here's the throw. That one comes back out. Princeton will send it across. Ball in front of the goal. And that was going to be out of bounds.
Keep it up. Let's go. More of that.
That'll set up another corner kick for Princeton. Waiting to see who'll take that one. Alexander DeLuca will be taking the kick. Here's the kick. Noah can get a foot on that one.
Talk to him now. Talk to
Now
him.
Princeton in control of the ball. That one will go out of bounds. It's going to be another corner kick for Princeton. This time Jack Serksner setting up for the corner kick. Oh, my mistake. It's going to be a throw-in. There's the throw. Headed up in the air. Lawrence sends the ball over towards the sideline. Serksner once again gets a hold of it. Sends it inside. Headed out by Lawrence. Popped up in the air by Princeton. And finally cleared by Lawrence. Now Princeton on the far side of the field with the ball.
Talk to him, Owen. Tell him you're here.
Cross is right into the waiting arms of Chase Radeville, but it had gone across the line before the cross, so it'll be a goal kick for Lawrence.
Here you go, guys. Keep it up. Keep the pressure.
Radeville surveying the field, looking for someone to kick to. And he'll send it over to Adamski.
Squeeze here. Squeeze.
Adamski plays it over to Bose. Bose gets overrun by Princeton players. Now here's the cross from Princeton.
Cover true in the back. Talk, guys, back here.
Princeton rolling it in towards the Lawrence goal. Lawrence will clear it.
Easy one here.
Princeton recovers. There's a shot on goal.
Go ahead.
That was going to be
Keep it
a
up,
little high.
guys. Keep it up.
That'll bring up another goal kick for Lawrence.
Don't watch short. Keep it up, boys.
Radeville with a short kick. Over to center. Now over to the far side of the field. Played towards the middle. Collins will send it over to Adamski on this side of the field. Adamski sends it up the middle, but nobody there. Now Princeton with the ball heading back towards the Lawrence goal. Played over toward the far side of the field.
Yeah, nice lead.
That one will be passed through deep into Cardinal territory.
Go, Lawrence!
That's going to go over the end line.
Good pressure.
I believe that's going to bring up another corner kick for Princeton. Emmanuel Noyola with the kick. Headed away by Lawrence. Lawrence will drop it all the way back to Burge. Burge boots it back out.
That's us. That's us.
Princeton settles it. Tipped away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence will send it well down the field. Meisel in the corner with the ball. Tried to send it across, tipped out of bounds. That should bring up another corner kick for Lawrence. Silver heads over toward the corner to do the kicking duties. Silver with the kick. Drops right in front of the goal. Princeton manages to clear the ball. Good stop by Joe Doyne there to keep that from rushing down towards the Lawrence goal. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a Princeton throw in. Now Princeton with the throw. Whole lot of red in that area, but Princeton manages to get the ball through. It's going to roll across the sideline for a Lawrence throw in. Here's the throw. Kicked the other direction by Princeton. Lawrence sends it the other way. Back and forth it goes. Now Collins settles the ball. He'll send it way up the line there for Meisel. Meisel pops it up in the air. Princeton's going to take it away. Lawrence now with ball. Not for long though, as Princeton takes it right back. And now it's Princeton going on the attack. Stopped by Lawrence. Now Lawrence working the far side, cutting in toward the goal. There's a cross. Knocked out by Burge. Headed further out by Princeton. Lawrence puts it back in and finally cleared by Princeton. Lawrence will head it back towards the Princeton goal. Princeton settles the ball, and they'll play it over towards the near sideline. Now Princeton working the near sideline. Kicked out of bounds by Lawrence. It'll be Princeton ball.
Go, Princeton!
Drew Petrone will be doing the throw-in. There's the throw. Cleared by Lawrence. That'll be kicked out of bounds by Princeton for a Lawrence throw-in.
Everyone up, let's go.
Here comes Adamski to make the throw. Throw from Adamski over towards center. Cleared by Princeton. Princeton will settle the ball. Tipped away by Lawrence. And a whistle on that play. Looks like it's going to be a free kick for Lawrence. Looks like Joe Doyle will be taking the kick. Substitutions going on, and Joe Doyle taking the opportunity to stretch out a little bit before his kick. Now here's the kick. Headed right back out by Princeton. Lawrence tries to send it back in. And now down inside the 18. That'll be kicked out toward the sideline. Lawrence there to get a hold of it. And it's going to be a corner kick for Lawrence. Silver heading over there to do the corner kick again. Silver with the kick. Drops right in front of the goal. Slapped away. Oh. Good work there by Burge to keep that one out of the net. Now he'll roll it over towards the sidelines. Princeton plays it towards the middle. Now over toward the far side of the field. Tipped away by Lawrence, but recovered by Princeton. This time Lawrence keeps it. Big kick by Lawrence. Mazel couldn't get to it. That's going to go out of bounds. Lawrence throw in. Adamski once again setting up for the throw. Here's the throw in. Collins tried to tip it into the goal there. Didn't get through. That one's cleared by Princeton. Lawrence sends it right back in. And this time Burge has an easy go of it. He'll roll it out to the fullback. And Princeton sends it right over to Lawrence. Silver in the middle. He'll drop it back. Caruso now on the far side. He'll send it over to Sargent. Sargent sends it to Meisel. And Meisel trying to get in towards the goal. Too many defenders there. Lawrence recovers. Now Meisel with a shot over towards the goal, and Burge comes out to grab it. Less than a minute left in this game, and we're still tied up at 0-0. Now Princeton gets the ball down towards the Lawrence goal. Lawrence will clear it across the sideline. Clock continuing to count down. Princeton with the throw in. Headed out by Lawrence. Might as well get a hold of it.
That's a car accident.
Not sure if that whistle was for the play that just happened or for the end of the game. Looks like that's for the end of regular playing time. So we're all tied up at 0-0. And it looks like this game's going to go into overtime.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
And we'll move into an overtime as we're still tied up at 0-0. Lawrence versus Princeton in boys varsity soccer. Princeton will start the play with the ball. Send it forward. Settled by Princeton. They'll work it, and Lawrence takes it away. Now Lawrence passes over towards center. Now working it over towards the far sideline. Ball's popped forward. That was going to go off the foot of Princeton and bring about a corner kick for Lawrence. Liam Collins heading over to the corner to do the kick. Now Collins setting up for the kick. Here's Collins with the kick. That one didn't go the way he'd planned, I'll bet. That one's going to be rejected right back out to Collins. He'll get a second try, and this time, oh, that's a nice kick right in front of the goal. Popped up in the air, and Princeton will clear it. Once again, way up in the air. Princeton gets a head on it. Now Lawrence will clear the ball and send it back towards the Princeton area. Princeton tries to head it back the other way. Now big kick by Princeton to send it over towards the far side of the field. Lawrence will settle it. Bone plays it forward. Now Cuervis trying to make some progress with the ball. They'll drop it back. Now back to Cuervis. Cuervis with a big kick towards the goal. That was going to go across the end line and bring out a goal kick for Princeton. Breno Azevedo taking the kick for Princeton. Here's the kick. That one's headed towards the sideline. I think it's going to be a Lawrence throw in. There's Collins going over for the throw, and he makes quick work of that. Goes down to Tuqueras. Tuqueras can't keep it in bounds. It's going to be another goal kick for Princeton. Azevedo once again setting up for the goal kick. Here's the kick. That'll be popped up in the air by Princeton. Headed away by Lawrence. Princeton gets a foot on it. Now settle it down. Now play it over towards the far corner. Play it inside, and that one's going to be cleared by Sargent. Cuevas gets there and gets a little bit of help. Now Collins will take that away. Can't hang on to it though as Princeton regains control. Played off into the corner. A lot of fakes there. Now pass inside. And right away, Chase Radeville will grab that one up. He's going to roll it over to Dylan Adamski. Adamski plays it forward. And Noyola gets overwhelmed by defenders. Princeton will take the ball away. Good hustle by Just Tuqueras to try and get there in time, but Princeton gets the kickoff. Now Lawrence comes away with the ball. Pass inside. That's going to be taken away by Princeton.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Princeton will resume play with possession of the ball. Now Lawrence will challenge. That pass gets through, but cleared by Lawrence, settled by Princeton. Now Princeton passes it off to the side. Shot on goal. That one's deflected. And Adamski will clear it across the sideline. Princeton with the throw in. Well, I thought about it. Now, Jack Serksner will hopefully get around to doing this throw in. There's a throw from Serksner. And Chase Radeville comes out to grab a hold of that one. Radeville's going to roll it over to Adamski. Adamski plays it forward, back, and further back. Lawrence takes it. Majcut will give it a good kick up the middle. That one's right away rejected by Princeton. And it's Princeton back on the attack. Shot on goal. And that one just missed. It's going to set up a corner kick for Princeton.
Good work now. Keep it up. Do it again. Pull that back.
Grundy with a short kick. Now Princeton will pop it forward. Shot towards the goal. That one's going to go across the end line for a Lawrence goal kick.
Good look. Good look. Good look.
Radeville setting up for the goal kick.
One short. One short.
And he elects to do a short kick over to Adamski. That pass goes out of bounds. It'll be a Princeton throw-in. There's the throw from Princeton. Ball's tipped away by Lawrence. Princeton recovers. Now Princeton working the far side of the field. Here's the cross. Princeton once again regains control of the ball. They'll drop it back. Now, header towards the goal and right into Radoville's arms. Radoville throws the ball out. Now across to the near side of the field. Lawrence moves it forward. That's going to be out of bounds on Princeton for a Lawrence throw-in. Adamski with the throw. Princeton will clear the ball. Lawrence sends it back the other direction. Pass inside, back out again. Adamski goes down, and there's a whistle on the play. That should bring up a free kick for Lawrence. Majkat setting up to take the kick. Here's the kick by Majkat. And that one goes right past everyone, out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Princeton.
Here we go, Joe.
1 minute left in this overtime, and we're still scoreless. Azevedo with the goal kick. That one's headed up in the air. And Princeton will settle the ball. Now, shot towards the Lawrence goal, headed away by Adamski. Comes right back in. That one's going to be tipped away by Lawrence and will roll across the end line to bring up a corner kick for Princeton. 17 seconds left on the clock. There's the corner kick. Now, cross by Princeton is cleared by Lawrence. Princeton sends it back in, and it's kicked right back out again by Lawrence. And that will do it for the first overtime. I believe we're going to go to a second round of overtime to try and decide this game, so stay tuned.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Collins will center the ball to resume play. He'll drop it back. Big kick by Majkat. That was going to go right over the end line, and it'll bring up a goal kick for Princeton. Here's the kick. Popped up in the air. Sent the other direction by Lawrence. Meisel can't get a hold of it, and it's going to be Princeton kicking it up the line. Pressure there by Curvis. And that was going to be tipped out of bounds off the foot of Princeton, and it'll be a throw in for Lawrence. Adamski with the throw. Collins with a header towards the goal, but that one's going to be stopped by Carl Burge. Now Burge with the goal kick. Goalie kick. Majkat sends it forward. It's headed right back. Now Princeton on the attack. That was deflected by Lawrence. It's going to bring up another corner kick for Princeton. Grundy sends it over to Caruso. Caruso drops it in, and it's going to be off the foot of Lawrence for another corner kick. No trick play this time. Looks like Grundy's just going to boot it into the 18 and hope somebody can put it in. Header up in the air, bouncing around. Lawrence comes away with it. The clear does not get clear of all Princeton players. Princeton with a shot deflected by Lawrence. Now Princeton once again looking to get a shot off. Heavy defense. Majcut tips that away. Princeton will recover it. They'll send it outside and try and reset. Now up the sideline, ball goes. And it'll be cleared by Lawrence. That was going to go out of bounds and bring up a throw in for Princeton. Princeton with the throw. Now Lawrence will take the ball. Big shot up the sidelines. That's going to work in towards the center, and Carl Burge will come out and grab it. Thought about rolling it for a moment, and there it goes. They'll roll that ball out. Princeton playing it back towards the far sideline. Now working it up the line. Working well up the line. In the far corner. Here's the cross. And Rodeville right there to catch it. Rodeville throws it out to Noyola. Noyola streaking down the side of the field. Now working towards center. He'll pass it off. Collins with a shot. Meisel tried to get it in. Couldn't quite get the shot off. That's going to be a goal kick for Princeton. 5.5 minutes left in this second overtime period. Here's the goal kick for Princeton. Headed up in the air. Now sent the other direction by Lawrence. Lawrence can't keep it. Sent back by Princeton. Lawrence will settle it. Now playing it forward. Back into center. Lawrence plays it out towards the far sideline. Now working towards that corner. That's going to be kicked out of bounds over the end line by Princeton, bringing up another corner kick for Lawrence. Collins heading over there to do the corner kick duties. 4.5 minutes left in this overtime period. Clock continues to count down. Now Collins with the kick. That's headed away by Princeton. Princeton advancing the ball towards the Lawrence goal now. Nice stop by Adamski, but that's going to bring up a throw-in for Princeton. Princeton with the throw-in. And Lawrence will clear the ball. No one there but Princeton. They'll send it right in towards the goal. Here's a cross. That one's headed out of bounds by Lawrence. It'll be a throw in for Princeton. Princeton setting up for the throw in. Here's the throw. Play it back, and now looking for a cross. That one stopped and cleared by Adamski. Over to Collins. Collins gets overrun by Princeton. Princeton will play it back. Now going forward up the middle. Over toward the far sideline. And over the sideline. Throw in for Lawrence. Under 3 minutes left in this overtime period. There's a throw from Adamski. He's going to send it over, and it comes right back to him. That's going to turn the ball back over to Princeton. Princeton with the throw in. Almost. There it is. They'll throw it back, and now setting up. Played over towards the sideline. Big cross. Rodeville picks it out of the air. Under 2 minutes to go. And Princeton takes the ball away. That shot goes just a little bit high. It clears the goal and the fence. That'll be a goal kick for Lawrence. Minute and a half left in this game. Rodeville setting up for the kick. He'll send that one way down the field. Headed back by Princeton. Lawrence sends it up in the air. Nobody gets it. Now, Meisel sends it forward a little bit. He'll get it again. Shot by Meisel. That one's going to go across the end line. Bring up a goal kick for Princeton. Less than a minute left in this overtime. Here's the kick by Princeton. Now Princeton on the attack. Headed away by Lawrence. Princeton with a cross. It's headed away by Lawrence again. Cleared by Lawrence. Right to Princeton, however. And whistle on that play. Referee doesn't think that was restarted in the correct position. He's trying to get it. And there's the buzzer. That's going to end the second overtime, and that will do it for this game. As we remain scoreless here, it's going to be called a tie. Lawrence 0, Princeton 0. Thank you to our camera operator, Adam Delapaz, for recording this event for us. Be sure to tune in again next time for more exciting Cardinal sports action on LTPS TV.